Hello, this is Shark aka Trade at Home. We are looking at OSEA, in other words, Overseas Realty Ceylon PLC. We're looking at the history of year to date. Okay, that is, we are seeing from here, almost from January till September 5th. And as usual, we have the volume indicator. Usually I use the moving average and the volume indicator. I have included MACD and relatively. Now let us look at MACD. Okay, now we saw the uptrend here, which peaked around 2480, 2490, say 25, found its resistance, and the price gradually went into a correction or a pullback mode and completed almost 61.8 and 50 to be precise, and not able to and it did not touch. So it looks though the 50% correction is holding very well, and yet again it went for a brief increase from 23 towards 2390 and fell back again to 50 correction mode on the Fibonacci tool, which is I'm seeing here, the Fibonacci tool. Okay, now yes, last day of the trading, last week we saw an appreciation towards 2420 from a close of 2360. So we've seen about 80 cents appreciation on OSEA. Looking at the MACD here, not much to see. It's showing us a sell signal, but gradually we may get a buy signal if this uptrend continues towards 2470. Not sure though. So that's about the MACD. There is nothing much to interpret on that or to talk about on that, so I remove that indicator. Now we have a RSI and a volume indicator. As you know, the moving average I'm using here and the volume, these are the two main indicators that I would be using in any given scenario. So apart from that, I would like to see the performance of let's say ASI, okay, sorry. So this is the ASI index, which is highlighted here, which I'm gonna put here. Excellent. Now you are seeing the ASI. Let me remove the grids. Okay, it will be very clear. And let me remove the Fibonacci tool as well. So we are getting a clean chart. The ASI index is somewhere here. So it's very nice to see that since last year, since January, it has started to perform well above ASI, which is something very good. And always it is touched on the moving average and started on its uptrend. Now this was something that I drew last Friday. We're seeing kind of probably the breakout, if it takes place, should probably close around 25 again to start the testing, and just an idea that I have, it might fall back on profit take as well towards 22. So it could be sort of a, let us say, on a range. So I'm gonna put this, I'm gonna highlight the range here. will this take place here to here? Okay, so we'll have to wait for the breakout for a confirmation on continuation of its trend. Probably otherwise we'll be looking around back again towards this level. Now the question is, the RSI is almost near on a overbought situation, so we just started its move and it's already in the vicinity of 70. So if you see year to date without any changes, the first overbought indicator came here, but the price started moving up, so gave another, it went up, gave another, so it's ignoring RSI at the moment. Here it started, probably this is the XD effect, and it started this huge gap which was created, was closed in a couple of days. So it looks very bullish for a gap to close in such a number of days. And could this be another case to ignore RSI? I'm not sure though. The entry would have been a much safer for any of the share investor or a trader to have entered around 23.10, 23.50 or 20 this level, and for a target of around 25. Now since that, if I remember correctly, when I did the first video on OSEA, I was referring to a target of around 31, 32. Okay, so this is something that we need to have a look at it again in order to get a broad outlook about its future run. Now let's look at it. Okay, look at this. I'm trying to this is something similar to the LIOC. Okay, now the target is always, this happens on a uptrend, so we see the uptrend, and this chart pattern is a reliable one then, and we measure the difference between this point and to this here. So we have around, let's say it's 16.52, 21.50, let's say it's about $5. So we're looking from here to here as a target of 25, 26. So this target would take us towards 24 or 26. So usually when you have a target of around 26, when the chart, conventional chart pattern gives you a target of 5 rupees, it's much safer if you are a trader to exit, give and take 1 rupee 50 cents difference. No need to wait until the 26 is touched, because sometimes people tend to sell before the target comes due to fear factor, and people they want to be ahead of the herd when it comes for the reversal and to get into a very good price. So we are seeing a target of 26 is yet to reach, and I do remember that we had another chart as well apart from this. That was the, if I remember, it was something like this that we saw, or we started measuring it here. let me do another one here to here. Look at this. Okay, so I'm gonna remove this to give another clear. Oops, that's the moving average which I highlighted now. Where is the beginning of this one? Okay, let's leave that one as it is. I'm not able to get this out of the chart. Okay, there you go. Right, so now you got a very nice pattern here, and a breakout took place with a nice bullish candle and started falling back onto its resistance, which has turned again as a support level. So you have a support of around 2150. On top of that, you have the moving average support as well, around 22. So this is excellent, and the share is outperforming the ASI index. Something good. Okay, volume is the one you need to look at it to find out about the reliability of a breakout. So it's excellent here. So you see some kind of volume is there. It's not the volume that you would expect on a breakout, but nevertheless you have a good breakout on a bullish candle, and then we started seeing some people taking profit and falling it back here. And yet again, look at this price action. This is what is important, people. You need to have a look when there is a breakout to see continuously what the candle, the closing candle is. Look at the closing candle, it's very bullish here. Look at the closing candle here as well, it's also bullish. So whenever it tests the resistance and it's trying to move away from the support, you see the candle. Look at this. So these are bullish signs. Okay, now we are seeing here for symmetrical, I would have drawn, let us look at the target and then we come back on this one. So we have a target of around 21 here to 16 yet again. Okay, so it's the same target that we are looking. So we are looking from a support of around here. So 27 would have been ideal. Some are giving around 30, 31 as a target. So at the moment it looks though on a two chart pattern that we got about a target of around 27. So it would be a safe bet to assume that this 25, in case it's broken and we have some more leg to go, okay, we got say another 2 rupees or 3 rupees from the current market price. Now what this gives us another opportunity on the symmetrical. Now symmetricals are very you need to trade very carefully, because we don't know its trend which is to happen. So we have to wait until the breakout or breakdown occurs and then we trade, not like other, like ascending or a descending. So here it could be a bullish, it could be a bearish sign. Okay, so now we got another interim target of, let's say, from, if you're very bullish on it, okay, you can draw it from here or you can draw it from here. So I prefer to take it from, okay, look at this, 1 2 3 4, and we could see a breakout or could retest here and could again go, or from here we could see a breakdown. So a breakdown would be valid around 2160 or 22. Okay, now if we are going to see a consolidation, so we are looking at consolidation, could be even this level or a level around here. So I prefer, since the moving average is here, so I prefer to take the consolidation to take somewhere here, a safe. Okay, so this is our support at the moment, 2180. so any consideration can take. Or we could see from here breakout towards 27. So everything is possible. Our second target would be from 2170 to 2470, let's assume, which will give us 3 rupees. Okay, so 3 rupees from here would give us a target of around 28. So we are seeing a target between 26, 27 and a 28. So these are targets, and there could be much more patterns in the formation as the chart, as the counter progress, or as we go along. So you have to have a very a close look at on the counters that you are trading or you're holding in your portfolio. I guess I have covered extensively on this particular counter. So until I see you again, this is Shark signing off.